This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Miami University Redhawks and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in pregame with the Marshall head coach. He is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Marshall's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First carry of the season. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it again. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Payne. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Thundering Herd needing less than a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Got a little grass. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. On the option. He'll toss it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He breaks a tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Buys a little time with his feet. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. Interested, do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Redhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Marshall quick to the line.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's now up to 52 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on first down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So
makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touchdown, Marshall! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He'll toss it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He's up to 57 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Ooh. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Herd! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They go to the draw. Plows through the defense. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Finds a man by himself. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Under fire. Touchdown, Miami. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Nowhere to go on that one. and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He spins that thing down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Red Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Horned Frogs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Now the toss. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Blue 22, Blue 22, Blue 22,
Trying play action. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Running through contact. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll try to do it himself. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Punt is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. It's complete to the left. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Red Hawks are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire.
He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum.
Just plowing ahead. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Red Hawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got him in the flat. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Under fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their area.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Snags it and he's open. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the Redhawks in the hurry up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
The Redhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. And the Redhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
From the gun, running back gets to give. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the back. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. To the air, it's Turner. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. It'll be a draw. Thrust that arm out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. 5 seconds left on the clock as they use a timeout here. The Red Hawks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Here's the pressure. Going for the big play. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Running into the open space. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime.
Kill. 496 Tsunami. 496 Tsunami. Go.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Marshall! They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys.
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurd! The defense takes matters into its own hands. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.